Okay, so good morning, everybody. I know most of you. I'm Luciana Ospina from Modern Language and Linguistics, and I have coordinated this program with the big support, help, and all the logistics with the International Center. And I have had the pleasure of being working for such a long time with Giselle. And I started this program back in 2010. So we're gonna celebrate our 15th anniversary next year. Okay, thank you.
That is awesome. My name is Giselle, and I work as an outgoing exchange coordinator here at the U of L. And this semester, Nicole is helping me. She's our co-op student. So one of us will be able to answer your questions, and we're going to be here for you.
Okay, so I think we're just going to start with the basic information. This is a program that is done between the University of Ulethbridge and the Universidad de Jaén, that is in the southern part of Spain. And the dates like that you really need to be in Jaén are going to be June 12th until July 9th. By the way, I have to say that we will meet in Madrid on June 11th at 3 p.m. at the airport in Madrid, because we're going to start the program the morning of June 12th, okay? So what is this program? So the main goal of this program, like, is not written here, but when we decided to create this program is because we noticed that our students really needed like an immersion experience, because when you decide to learn a language, one of the most interesting aspects of learning a language is to be immersed in the culture. What you learn in the classroom is crucial, is very important. You learn grammar rules, you learn vocabulary, but what is real interaction that happens beyond the classroom. So that's why we decided to create this program for you, to give you more opportunities, like to have an experience abroad, and it's not going to be only an academic experience. Believe me, I have had students who have told me I am a different person in a good way. I'm really a new human being, I want to become a new professional because of this program. So what is this program? So we're going to have 4 weeks of the immersion program in Jaén in Spain, and you're going to need to register one course with me. That's 3 credits. That's a U of L course. And as you notice, we have a Spanish 2850 or a Spanish 3850. Why? Because the prerequisite to take this program, to participate in this program, is a Spanish 1100. But if you have already taken courses that are 2020 courses, for example, like Spanish 2020 or upper level courses, so you will be enrolled in a course with me that is Spanish 3850. If, like most of you who are attending this meeting today, have taken 1100 or even 2100, so you're going to be enrolled in a 2850 course with me. This course starts at the University of Ulethbridge at the beginning of June. So we're going to have an orientation session for this course. We're going to get to know each other, and we're going to start this course that we're going to deliver, like, basically while you stay in Spain. It's basically like mural stuff, but also what is interesting about this course is it starts in May, like when we talk about registration, and it goes until the end of the summer, because that gives you the opportunity to work in this material during the whole summer. It's not because it's very intense, but it's because while you are in Jaén, I don't want you to be working for my course. I want you to enjoy your experience and to deal with your courses in Jaén. So in that way, we're talking about 3 credits at the U of L, and we are talking about transferring 6 credits that are going to be the courses you will take in Jaén, and those are going to be 2,000 level courses that corresponds to 80 hours of instruction. Okay, this is like the general aspect of the academic part. So now, what is the next one, please, Giselle? Thank you. So something a little bit about Jaén. Where is Jaén? So Jaén is a province of southern Spain in the eastern part of the autonomous community of Andalusia. Its capital is Jaén City. So I have been doing the program in Jaén. I think this is going to be the 4th time. And the city is very safe. It's very, like, people are very friendly. You're going to feel very secure. It's a small city. And what I really love about the city is when you talk with locals, almost anybody speaks English. So you're going to be really immersed in the culture, and you're going to be in a beautiful way, like forced to speak Spanish. And the idea is not that you're going to be worried about mistakes, about grammar, but that you're going to be able to start using all those rules that you have in your brain, that you have learned about present, past, articles, adjectives, and you're going to see how Spanish is alive, how you can use the language and enjoy that. I'm going to share with you, I hope it works, a very short video that one of our students did while he was participating in the program. Let me know if it has sound, please. And can you see my screen? Okay, good. Are you here? Okay, so as you can see, these are just lovely memories. I hope you feel like you're telling yourself, I have to go, I need to go, I want to go. Okay, so maybe part of this video answers the question, what are we gonna do while we are in Jaén? So of course, what we're going to do is we're going to study Spanish language and Spanish culture. So we're going to spend time in the classroom. But what is going to be wonderful is everything we do in the classroom is going to be connected with real life. Let's suppose you're learning vocabulary about the market. So then we go to the market. You're learning vocabulary about companies, about business. So we organize visits to some places that are related with these topics. And especially we organize a field trip to Granada and Cordoba, and that's what you could see in the video, the students visiting this beautiful part of Spain that is like 1 hour by bus from Jaén. So this is what we're gonna do there. Okay, I think I pass this over to Giselle now.
Yes, let's talk about cost. So we have a very rough estimate for you today, and the final number will depend on many things. For example, the exchange rate between the euro and the Canadian dollar. It will depend on the number of students who are going to participate and other ideas. Now, the approximate per student right now is 5,500 Canadian dollar, which includes your tuition for 9 credits. So you'll earn tuition for, credit for 3 courses. It will include your accommodation, your meals, your field activities, and your transportation from Madrid to Jaén. It will not include your airfare. So you're going to be responsible booking your flight And you're going to be responsible to meet Luz Janet on the 11th of June in Madrid. So that's on to you. Additional spending money, we always recommend that you have some for personal use, to buy souvenirs, and in case you would like to do extra travel. The good news is there is a travel award available, and the amount varies between $750 and $1,500. You can apply for this one on your Bridge account, so you just have to sign in and then go apply for scholarships and apply for travel awards. Anything travel related, you should apply for it. Not right now, because right now it's open for the spring semester. November 1st is the deadline for spring, but after November 1st, before March 1st, you're going to be able to submit your application for the travel award. And the eligibility criteria is the same as for the trip itself. So you have to be an undergraduate full-time student, and you have to have a 2.0 cumulative GPA. And if you have that, you're welcome to apply. Now, we think that the group should do some fundraising together. Because the application deadline is January 31st, the group will come together in February. So we are going to start fundraising in March, and hopefully we can finish it by end of May, because you're traveling in June. Any ideas are welcome, so start thinking about it, what you would like to do, what you feel comfortable doing, and then the professor and I are here to help you. Just generate some ideas, think about it, talk to your friends, like what fundraising ideas are good out there, okay? Who's eligible for the program itself? Any full-time UofL student who has or is in the process of completing Spanish 1100, or you can ask for special permission from Luz Janet. You have to have a minimum GPA of 2.0, as I said, for the award, and you must have a passport. The passport has to be valid 6 months after your expected return. So if you have a passport, go take a look at it. It has to be valid until at least January 2026, because you're coming back in July 2025. Now, make sure that you see your academic advisor and talk to them about the classes, and make sure that the courses will fit into your program. And in the case one or two doesn't fit, you're still responsible to pay for them, and you're going to transfer it back, but they will be extra to your program. And that is acceptable for us. You can still participate in the program, but you have to agree that you confirm that you are taking the classes, okay? Yes, go ahead.
When it comes to the full-time U of L student status, does that apply for the spring or the summer?
For the spring. So you have to be
Okay,
full-time before the exchange happens, before the trip happens.
already. Because I was like curious if it was during the summer, then we'd have to take summer classes, and that would
No,
be kind of
no,
weird.
excellent question. Thank you so much for clearing that up. Yeah. So how to apply? Some of you already submitted your application, but you can just go online and see the program on our website. And if you don't find the link, you can email us at outgoing@ulad.ca, and then we will send you the link. You can include a working copy of your transcript. That one is free to download from your Bridge account. And the deadline is not until January 31st. Okay? And the last slide is, for any academic questions, please contact Luz Janet at luz.ospina@ulad.ca. And then for anything administrative, like cost, like insurance, like what else? Passport questions, anything travel related, you can email me at outgoing@ulad.ca. And now we'll open up the floor for questions. Anybody wants me to stop recording to ask your questions? No, you're good? Okay, go ahead. Any questions?
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
So this program is three classes worth, and is there like, so for example, if maybe one doesn't fit into your program, do you still have to take all three no matter what if you go on the program?
Yes, there is, well, you have to take the three of them. Why? Because first of all, you need to be enrolled in a U-led course to participate in the program. And secondly, the other 6 credits are really like a block. So they are all together the equivalent to 6 credits. So that's why it's impossible like to divide them and to say, I don't need this. I have had some students who just don't need that, but they want to have the experience and they just participate in the program. Does it answer your question, Tane?
Yes, like the latter part you said they don't participate in the what did you say that latter part? The last part you said, sorry?
Well, I have had some students who don't need those credits, but still, because they want to participate in the program, so they take the 3 courses. Because as I
Okay.
said, the second part is like a block altogether.
Okay. Thank you. That answers it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I have a follow-up question for those students who have already taken like that class. Would it like a class that's like, so say you've already taken 3850, for instance, would it overwrite the previous mark, or would you guys choose the highest, for instance, out of like the 2?
Have you already taken a 3850 Spanish
Oh
course?
no, I haven't. I was just asking for like, since you're recording this, I thought it'd be good information to know in case anyone wants to play it back.
No, that wouldn't be an issue because this is called specifically language immersion 3850. So
Okay,
this possibility is not like doable. Like it will be
alrighty.
the first time you take that course, that won't override anything at all.
I guess my second question is, if we have any like problems transferring our credits back, who should we go to you, Gazelle, for that?
Yes, it's
Giselle?
going to be me.
Okay. Alrighty, thank you.
Yes, go ahead, Bianca.
Luz, would you be there with us in Spain?
Yes,
Okay.
I will be with you. Not in your door, but I will be there. Okay, I will be there during the entire program. The only thing is I won't travel with you. As I said at the beginning, we would meet at the airport on June 11th at 3 p.m. And we're gonna have transportation from the university who is gonna pick us at 3, and we will be arriving around 6 to Jaén, and you're gonna have your supper, and next day we're gonna just go together to the orientation session. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be in all the activities all the time, but I'm gonna be there for you as support, as resource, as help, as whatever you want to call me, not only as your professor, but especially to give you some kind of support if there is any case. We have some students with kind of a cultural shock, not very strong cultural shock, but it can happen. So I can be there for you really to help you in any situation. Or we had a student in 2023 who got sick, not because of the food, but I think the air conditioning in their plane caused some problems. So I went with her to the hospital. I was waiting with her, like helping, because you are in a stressful situation. So I don't expect you to be speaking Spanish when you are feeling bad. So that will be the purpose. And also the academic support, like to be sure how you are doing in your courses, that you fit into that class, etc.
Go ahead, Fan first. Yes, and then Claire.
I just wanted to clarify that earlier it was stated that we are finding our own way to get there to Spain. We're booking our own plane
Yes,
tickets.
yes, but sorry, continue.
And there was also like, so are we using? Sorry. So we're meeting up on the 11th, and then we're in Madrid.
In Madrid airport, yes.
Okay, so
Terminal 2. But we're going to talk about those details later.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which airport we're using from here to get to there?
It doesn't matter because you
Okay,
need
perfect.
to look for low cost. You can find good deals.
Mhm.
And also what I recommend the students, Fan, is like once you have been accepted, you have been doing all the process, not to wait until very late because it's going to be more expensive. But most of the students have sit down, like let's say a group of 4 or 5 that sit down in a room at the university and they book the ticket together so they can travel together.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Thank you.
Claire
You're welcome.
first. Mhm.
I was just wondering if we're going to be staying with like a host family or a dorm at the university.
You're going to be in a dorm at the university
Oh.
and you just need to go downstairs to find your classroom.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So you don't
Bianca?
need to think about transportation in Jaén like during the week. You will need extra money, of course, if you want to do a tour or something during the weekend. Some students go, for example, to Malaga, to the beach, or they go to Sevilla. They organize like different activities all together. And of course, the university is always very resourceful and very helpful. Like to say, you can go this way, you can use this transportation. And we also have like some students from the University of Jaén who are like your cultural friends, like to help you to do activities.
Bianca first, next Amber. Mhm.
I have two questions. So one is question about like travel insurance. Is that covered under school insurance or no?
Yes, excellent question. Thank you so much for bringing that up. So if you have the Student Union Health and Dental Plan, then there is international travel health insurance included in that one up to $5 million. If you haven't opted out, you're covered for this trip for next summer. If you opt out, some of you might have, then you have to check with your own insurance company. You have to reach out to them and see if you're covered for a 4-week-long trip to Europe. And if you're not, you just have to buy it. And there's AMA, there are some banks who provide international travel health insurance. We'll go through that during another meeting when we have preparation for travel. But excellent question. Thank you so much. You have another one, or that was it?
So me and my mom are going to be traveling before I go to Madrid, supposedly, if everything goes as planned. How would I get into Terminal 2 if I'm not flying in there?
No, don't worry, Bianca, because we won't meet inside of the airport. I will give you a specific meeting point because there are some students who go like 3 days before, 4 days before, because they want to explore Madrid. And actually, that's a great idea. Like I can put you in contact with the students who participated in the program back in 2023. And there was a group of 3 students who arrived to Madrid. Then they took the train to Barcelona. They came back to Madrid and we meet in a meeting point at the airport. So it's not inside the airport per se. So don't worry, you can be traveling around and just, we're gonna meet.
Amber next. Mhm.
Yes, hi. I apologize if you've already addressed this, but I'm wondering what the schedule is while we're in Spain. Is it similar to a Monday to Friday schedule, evenings and weekends on our own, or how is the schedule structured?
Okay, excellent question, Amber. Okay, so you're gonna have classes from Monday to Friday, starting, I think, sometimes we make little changes, but between 8:30 and 9 until 1 p.m. You're gonna be there in a period in which it's really hot. So definitely after class, you will need to go have lunch and to take a nap. You don't want to be outside, so you're gonna have siesta. That's the first cultural aspect you're gonna learn, siesta, because it's gonna be like 35, 38, and you say, what am I gonna do in the street? So you're gonna live nightlife because after 6 p.m. we said, let's go for an ice cream. Let's go to the park. Let's go this place. So, and you basically almost, I think you have 3 weekends on your own and only one Saturday. We're going to go to Saturday or Friday. We still need to know how many students are participating, how we're going to organize that. But we're going to go for 1 day trip to Granada. That's for sure. But basically, you're going to have the weekends on your own. Does that answer your question? Good. Perfect.
Yes, go ahead, Fan.
So I have 2 questions. Is there a like a list of vaccines you recommend for us to go before getting to Spain, or should we consult that for our doctor?
I don't have any recommendation, Fen. The only vaccine I have is enjoyment. That's the only thing we need to go to be ready to enjoy. But
Fair enough. I
yes,
like that attitude.
yes.
And
I don't know, Giselle,
We don't have any
because Giselle has
recommendations for
experience
Spain or
going
for
to
Europe
Europe.
at the moment. No.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think there is no any kind of warning about something particular.
Luckily, there's none. Yeah.
There
Yes.
are no warnings. If you are curious, if you want to see, the Government of Canada website has some really good resources, and they'll tell you all of the vaccinations that they recommend or encourage for different locations. That can be really helpful if you're just wanting to make sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Nicole.
when I did an exchange previously, and my suggestion to you would just to be, if you're that concerned, to go to just get a doctor's appointment and tell him where you're going, and he will give you anything that you need.
Excellent. Yes.
thank you.
Well, as I said, this student had like, I think a previous condition, like has to do with asthma. And of course, it's a long trip, a long flight. So after being exposed to her conditioning, she arrived sick. So she was feeling very bad. She was coughing. So we need to bring her to the hospital. And that was sad because I think it was like almost all the time she was sick, but she was attending the classes, she was participating in the activities. She didn't want to stay in bed. She was like doing everything.
That's good. Shoot, what was the second question I had? Oh well. Thank you.
Okay.
Bianca?
I think it's just the normal vaccines like yellow fever, measles, Hep B, stuff like that. I don't think it's anything more.
Okay. But it's a good recommendation to see your doctor because you can have particular health issues and to consult with your family doctor will be a good idea. Also, if you are, well, that's like in a later stage, like I need to know about your allergies, about food, because you're going to be, as Claire was asking, you're going to be in the doors and you're going to be having your meals prepared in the residence by a chef. And of course, I think most of you know that in Spain, the seafood is very common. It's not that you're only going to have seafood, but if you have an allergy to seafood, we need to know in advance because that will be a restriction.
We will collect all that information during March, April. Yes, we'll have a couple more meetings and lots of emails from us. Yeah.
And you know that every time that you want to go into more details, as Giselle explained, if it is like the administrative aspect, you can meet with her. If it is something that is academic or trip, like while you stay there, so we always can meet and to talk in more detail.
I guess the other question I had, I just remembered, will the dorms be gendered?
Sorry, can you go again?
Will the dorms be separated by gender?
They will be, there will be individual accommodation, but there is not a separation by gender per se.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm just going to pop in and make a note because I've said this to a couple of students now. A good idea is to also either notify your bank or double check with your bank that cards will work while you're abroad. Just because I went on an exchange and I had lots of friends that were struggling with taking cash out or paying. So just double check with your bank that your card does work overseas, and that will avoid that complication.
Excellent. Yeah. Bianca had another question. Yeah, you have to write it down. Okay, we understand.
So for the dorms, you're not going to have a roommate, it's just going to be by yourself? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, we're going to ask for individual accommodation.
Single rooms, yes.
Single rooms, yes.
That's what happened last time, yes, in 2023. Yes.
Exactly.
Any other questions? If you are not thinking of any more right now, that's fine. If something pops into your mind later on, you can reach us at our email addresses. outgoing@ulat.ca is very easy to remember. I'm going to put it right here in the chat as well. And then this is the website. I brought it up in the meantime. So we are going to upload this video here, and then this is the link to apply. So if you click on it, then you'll get to the form, and you can just fill it out before January 31st. And we are hoping that all of you will see your information popping up here.
But I will just ask you a big favor, if it is possible, please don't wait until January 31st to fill out your form, because we really would like to have an idea about how many people are interested in participating in the program, because the logistics has to do a lot with the number of students who applied. And also the academic organization has to do a lot, because I need to know, like, what is your level, if you are gonna be all together or not, what do you plan to do? Also, if like students like Fane who are taking 2010 now, my recommendation for you, Fane, and for other students who are interested and who are taking Spanish 2010 will be to take Spanish 2100, because this is a conversation class that is gonna help you to be more prepared, like to interact like in real life situations. So I'm gonna be offered that course next semester. So that's kind of link propaganda as well. I'm sorry. Yes, Bianca.
So, 2 questions. So, we're only taking 2 courses in Spain, correct?
Yes.
And the 2 courses that we're taking in Spain, can they be used towards a Spanish minor?
Of course. Those are going to be Spanish 2000 level courses. Of course, yes. That's the idea when you participate in this program. And that's also the reason why we have tailored this program for you. Any other questions, comments, recommendations, concerns?
Not for today. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I'm going to stop.